Yo, what's up, everybody? Back, and I'm gonna build today's food plan just like every day, except I'm actually in the Little Caesars drive-through right now because I'm gonna smash some pizza. It's my cheat day. Now you might think, well, why would you still do your food plan if you know you're not gonna follow it? Well, it's about consistency for me, and it's about making sure that I don't stop doing the things that keep me on track. Even though I'm not gonna follow the food today, I still want to make sure to follow through with my actions and be consistent every single day. So I'm going to still build the food plan. I'm still going to build it in a way where my macronutrient goals would get hit. And, once I stop doing that, if I decide which days I'm going to do it and not do it, then I put myself into jeopardy of allowing myself to fall off track. I'm not going to do that. So it might seem silly to still do it knowing I'm not going to follow it, but for me, it's about consistency, right? So here's how I built today's food plan. Let me know if you got any questions, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Build it and the gains will come. And here we go, building today's food plan. Even though I'm not going to follow it, it's all about consistency, all about repetition. So I want to make sure to build these, even if I know I'm not going to follow it completely. So whenever we want to look at this food plan that I built today, this is very similar to a lot of other days. I didn't want to get too crazy with getting creative, knowing that I'm not going to follow this particular plan, but I want to still sort of stay in that mindset of building it, piecing it, and puzzling together this food. So as usual, what I do, actually, let me do a quick reorder here. Let me put my pre and post workout at the bottom, just for a little bit of ease of how this is going to look. All right. So every single day, the first thing I put in is my pre and my post workout. What I did here is something a little bit different with my pre-workout. It is scoop and a half of the old school protein. I still got a little bit left of that old whey protein that I'm using. So I use that instead of the isolate protein. And then I have a Pop-Tart, actually 2 Pop-Tarts for my post-workout snack. Of course, I do each one of these 30 minutes prior to and after my workouts. Even though I'm taking today off, I'm still going to put this on my meal plan. I start with these 2 things every single day, and then I work the rest of my food around them. For breakfast, I went simple. I went with a standard milk, cereal, and some additional raisins. Of course, I throw those raisins in there not just because I love them, but because they're a really nice additional carb boost. You can see here, even though it's a bowl of cereal, it's still almost 1,200 total calories, and I'm trying to hit somewhere around 3,700 total calories. So, this to me, being able to get 1,200 out of 3,700 within one meal really helps me make sure that it's not going to be too difficult to eat the rest of my food. And it might actually be that I find myself a little bit more hungry throughout the day because I'm eating so many calories at the beginning on this that I might find the need I might be looking at a situation where I need to eat more because I'm getting hungry, which is not a good situation to be in. So for lunch, easy. Uncle Ben's minute rice, some ground turkey, and some non-fat plain Greek yogurt for that sour cream kind of feel. This would be a very basic type of meal. I'd really just mix it all together because I'm bougie, and I just eat it probably in a bowl. So pretty easy, 635 total calories, half as many as my breakfast, but that's okay. I need to look for ways to conserve calories, be cautious and more reservation about these calories because I use so many of them at breakfast. So a nice 600 calorie lunch is good for me. And even dinner, same type of thing, only 325 total calories. I'm going to just mix these together, sweet potato and the ground turkey. Now, one of the things I do want to point out here is, whenever I make these very simple lunches, it might seem like, well, that's not very much flavor. I mean, basically you got some rice and some ground turkey. I'm really big on things such as mustard. Certain mustards have 0 calories with them. Frank's Red Hot Sauce, 0 calorie. And then like different types of powders, garlic powder, onion powder, things like that help give it flavor. So even though on paper it might look like it's not like super delicious, it ends up being really pretty good. Same thing with both of these things. Especially with sweet potatoes, I will absolutely use Frank's Red Hot Sauce and pepper with some sweet potatoes there. Okay, so now let's look at some snacks. Because this day is sort of a simple, basic day, my meal or my actual snacks ended up being very basic also. A frozen fruit bar, a protein cookie, some flavored yogurt, and then a Quest protein bar. That's it. I mean, with just those few snacks add an additional 830 calories, another 101 additional carbs. I really need a lot of carbs on these days. If you look at what I'm sort of shooting for here, in green and blue and red, those are the numbers I ended up hitting. But underneath those, 231, 508, and 82, those are my actual targets. When you're trying to have 508 grams of carbs a day, you really need opportunities like adding extra raisins to your cereal to be able to make your carb target. It's just difficult to have that many. Now, if you're cutting, if you're actually restricting calories a little bit more, you might not find it to be as hard. But for me right now, this is just kind of where I'm at, which is it's a little bit difficult to hit some of these numbers unless I really try to expand some of these foods, some of these meals, and add things in to be able to hit those targets. So anyways, a very, very basic day. But again, I'm not planning on following this because this is my cheat day, and I'm looking forward to cheating. But I want to make sure to keep building these. So let me know if you got any questions on how I built this. Do me a favor. If you find this video to be helpful for you, please like it. Maybe even subscribe while you're already here. I do these videos every single day. So we'll catch you on the flip side. Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow.